My name is Ashley Brink, and I did my critique on social media and the professional boundaries in undergrad nursing students. I believe that my article is a review of current literature because my author enumerates on the topic of professional boundaries using other relevant sources such as the American Nurses Association. I believe that the purpose of my article is to help spread awareness of how social media can impact one's career. The author of my article, Elena Diago, is an RN as well as a professor at Nicholas State University. Her credentials mean that she's a registered nurse as well as an educator. I believe that she is qualified to write about professional boundaries because she's a registered nurse herself and she has experienced firsthand how professional boundaries impact one's career. Elena writes about how the use of social media is becoming more prominent in many professions worldwide. Many professions benefit from the use of social media as it can be used as a learning tool. Contrarily, other times it can pose difficulty when it comes to professional and ethical responsibilities. Educators should be knowledgeable about social media policies to properly equip their nursing students for success. Nursing students create an identity for themselves through social media that should be rooted around the idea of cyber civility. Maintaining proper judgment in the healthcare industry is important, as crossing professional boundaries can lead to lawsuits, unemployment, and termination in many healthcare programs. Nursing students should always keep in mind a patient's right to privacy, as patients are protected by HIPAA. Nursing undergrads should also uphold themselves to the ANA Code of Ethics to prevent breaching of a patient's rights. The purpose of boundary crossings is to make patients feel safe and keep patients' information confidential. I believe the author achieved the purpose of writing this article as she created awareness of how social media can lead to crossings of professional boundaries. A question that the author raised that needs to be considered would be, why aren't educators properly equipped with knowledge on professional boundaries to relay to students? And a question I asked while reading the article is, will cyber civility be incorporated into my curriculum? This article could also further be used in a study on cyber civility, and if incorporating it into curriculum would decrease boundary crossings worldwide. Elena's article relates to current nursing issues, as many nurses are still crossing professional boundaries. This article also impacts West Michigan nurses, as all nurses need to be made aware of how social media can impact their career. This article further relates to Nurse 100 content, as we learned about professional boundaries in TLL 4.2, Professional and Ethical Responsibilities. Thank you. Are there any questions?